mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Houston Texans. Watson on first down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, it's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Shift together here from the D-line. Miller shedding the tackle and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Watson off play action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Brady will try again on second down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. That's certainly not something we see often from number 12, Tom Brady, although we did see it in Super Bowl 51.
And that's why it's so memorable, because of what you just said. It doesn't happen very often. And think of the momentum that you gain as a defense, not only picking off Tom Brady, but pick six. Oh, boy, you feel good about yourselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Throwing on first down is Brady. And a dump off to White. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Good throw there to start this second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Whitney Merciless. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Brady throwing on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Brady. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. In his 5th year from La Tech, here's the lefty Ryan Allen to punt it. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
A first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Lamar Miller. And, he'll be shoved to the turf that time. Looks to be right around the 40. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Miller. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Miller. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Now receiver in motion left. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go. 1, 9.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Miller. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. Point after here coming up. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington, and then tomorrow on Monday night we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans take possession. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Second down, 8.
Let's go! White, Ohio! Flex round!
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, it's Miller. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here now, Shane Leckler, 41-year-old punter, to kick it away, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all. All the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup. And just like that, it's third down. Brady going to try and throw on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. Still fighting. Brady to his new signee, Cooks, and the Patriots able to convert on third down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Past the 20. And Cooks has it over the middle. And now a first down following that long gain.
Right. 20.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Gronkowski. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Now Brady again. Now this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
The final shot before the break. Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Brady to throw on second down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught.
Wrap up.
Still moving. Gronkowski's going to go. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down following the run.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Ohio! Flex round!
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Faking the give, now Watson. And It's a Patriots sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Jones. He won't go down. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
20!
Brady will try again on second down. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a Pats first down as Brady finds his second-year man, Mitchell. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. It's caught left side by Cooks. 23 yards on the play.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And it's the linebacker, Shea McClellan, with a pick. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Wait, 20.
Throwing again. Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a see if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now it's Miller. And he'll get this one up to about the 39.
Carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it again with Miller. Miller with a first down and more. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll run with Miller down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Texans on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Let's go! 1, 9,
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Miller. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Brandon, this is why play callers get the big bucks. This wasn't a 4th and inches call. You get into situations like 4th and 3, 4th and 4. You've got a tough decision to make. Very gutsy play here, and they pick up the 1st down.
Texans coming up on 1st and goal. Remember, last year they struggled to rush the ball in the end zone. Only 8 touchdowns on the ground, 2nd fewest in the league. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the eye. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll toss it to Miller. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw, Watson. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Brady now on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And that's complete to Cooks. A very solid gain of 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
20. 55.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Dorsett's got it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Red zone opportunity. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense.
Come on, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Come on, let's go. 38.
it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Griffin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. This is Miller. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go.
And the pitch goes to Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 3rd down, Miller. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Flick round. Here we go.
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. Oh, no, he lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 50. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Fresh set of downs here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it here. This is James White. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Panthers, they're starting to pull away in that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Brady to throw. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, There's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Let's go. Ryan 38.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Griffin. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go.
He's back to throw.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Pats, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out.